Today in Garden Tower Defense, we have our Valentine's Day special. Looks like this first new unit is called Loveburst Bloom. Dang, okay, that is awesome. So essentially, it stores energy and releases them evenly to everything within range. That is pretty sick. Next, we got Charm Blossom. Look at that thing. So you can lay down 2 units of 7,250 damage total. Has a 1% chance of hypnotizing enemies to turn the other way and cause damage to other enemies. Alright, let's head on over to Sandbox. Alright, now I have a team of 5 units laid down from starters to finishers, and what I got over here is Loveburst Bloom. I think for a cool test just to start out before we actually run it through a few waves is to just send a ton of stuff at this group of people and let that Loveburst Bloom kind of build up, and we're just going to expel it on some huge bosses. And see, right now we're coming up on 2 million damage. So looks like you get a cap. It's got a 2 million cap. That's kind of what I wanted to see, to be honest with you. So just so you know, if you're trying to load this thing up like the entire game to get some gigantic dump of damage, it isn't going to happen. You get 2 million damage dump spread across the units as a whole. So with that being said, let's pop out 20 Moth Overlords. Let them get right up into range here, and then I'm going to hit them with the... Okay. I mean, you've seen it a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our damage built back up again so we can get 2 million collected. Our damage back up to 2 million. Let's send out 10 of these queen spiders and let's just pay close attention to their health bar, because it's going to be trying to spread out 2 million across all of these. Let's hope they get around this corner just a fair bit and then pay close attention. Yeah, I seen it. I saw it all go down as a whole. These Moth Overlords come around, and then I want you to pay close attention to the health bars as I hit it now. Yeah, okay, so that was effective. I like that. I'm going to be running through some waves with it just to kind of get a more realistic idea of how it's going to work in game. But first, I'd like to jump over to Charm Blossom and get a little bit of an idea how that thing works. So let's get that. All right, guys, got our Charm Blossoms down. Things are looking great. Something to note, they got pretty good range, 42. Not terrible at all. And remember, these have a 1% chance of hypnotizing enemies to turn the other way, kind of like Enchanted Rose. But it's only a 1% chance. Besides that, they are just a very powerful... We'll see if they're laser or what. Except, let's see how frequently we can't get one to turn back. So I understand this isn't gonna, necessarily wipe out the entire cluster as a whole. There was a turn back. There's a turn back. There's a turn back. Another. Hey, it's pretty frequent just because it's on that laser frequency. Yeah, so the turn back is actually pretty frequent. I mean, it's not going to be a consistent turn back like Enchanted Rose or Confusion or anything, but as far as I'm seeing, it's pretty consistent. Let's do that one more time. I mean, in 3x speed, you're getting a turn back at least every 5 seconds. Anybody turning back over here? There's one. Another. Super dope unit. I really like that a lot. It made me like a laser unit, sorta. I just like the idea of them turning back and doing damage to the others. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to use a unit like this in my loadout, just thinking of things realistically, but I always like to take into consideration the people who are just getting into the game. This unit's sweet. There is nothing out there that we got like it yet. Closest thing would be kind of like an Enchanted Rose, where they frequently turn back on each other, but that is a cool unit. There you guys go, get a little idea how these units work and a small little showcase of their abilities. I'm going to be doing some more content this weekend. Last weekend was a bad one for me. I had a bunch of stuff going on with family, but I do have plenty of time this weekend, so keep your eyes out for a more thorough overview on these units, and until the next time, peace.